This summer, the biggest sporting event on planet Earth is coming to your backyard. 48 countries, 3 host nations, 104 matches crammed into 39 days. And for the first time ever, most of it is happening right here in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. But here's the thing, if you've never watched soccer in your life, none of it makes sense. Groups, knockouts, a round of 32 that didn't even exist before. What is all this? So here's the deal. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to explain the entire 2026 World Cup from absolute zero. By the end, you'll understand how it works, when to watch, and exactly who to root for. No jargon. Let's go. Chapter 1. What even is the World Cup? Let's start at the very bottom. The World Cup is a soccer tournament. They call it football basically everywhere except the US, where countries, not clubs, compete against each other. This isn't your local team or a city franchise. This is nations. Brazil versus France, the USA versus the world. It happens once every 4 years, which is part of why it's such a massive deal. The Olympics get all the attention, but the World Cup final is regularly the single most watched sporting event on Earth, more than the Super Bowl. By a lot. Visual, animated bar, World Cup final viewership towering over other events. The last final, in 2022, was watched by well over 1 billion people. One game, over 1 billion humans. That's the scale we're talking about. And the prize? This trophy. The country that wins gets to call itself the best soccer nation in the world for the next 4 years. That's it. No money can buy it. You have to win it. And that's exactly why it means everything. Chapter 2. Why 2026 is the biggest one ever. Okay, so why should you care about this World Cup specifically? 2 reasons, and they're both huge. Reason 1, it's basically in your living room. For the first time, 3 countries are co-hosting: the United States, Canada, and Mexico. 16 cities are involved, 11 in the US, 3 in Mexico, 2 in Canada. So no matter where you are in North America, a World Cup match is happening close to you, in your time zone, at a watchable hour. That has never happened for an American audience like this. Reason 2, and this is the big one, the tournament just got way bigger. It used to be 32 teams. Starting now, in 2026, it's 48. That's 16 extra countries who've never had a real shot before, suddenly on the world stage. More teams means more matches, 104 of them, spread across 39 days from June 11th to July 19th. It is, by far, the biggest World Cup in history. You are watching the format change in real time. So if you've ever thought about getting into soccer, this is the perfect moment, because everyone's learning the new rules together. Chapter 3. How it works. The group stage. Here's where it gets simple, I promise. The tournament has 2 parts. Part 1 is the group stage. The 48 teams get split into 12 groups of 4. Think of it like 12 mini-leagues running at the same time. Inside each group, every team plays the other 3. So each team gets 3 games to prove themselves. Visual, animated standings table. Wins ticking up. Points adding. You get points for results. A win is worth 3 points. A tie is worth 1. A loss is worth nothing. Simple. Add up the points. and that ranks the teams in each group. Now, here's what you actually need to know. From each group, the top 2 teams move on to the next round. That's 24 teams right there. But there's a twist this year because of the expansion. Visual rehook. But wait, there's a twist. 8 more flags light up yellow. The 8 best third-place teams across all the groups also advance. Add those 8 to the 24, and you get 32 teams moving into Part 2. Don't stress the exact math. Just remember, finish top 2 in your group and you're safe, and even some third-place teams sneak through. The group stage runs from June 11th to June 27th. This is the fun, chaotic part. Multiple games every single day, and this is where the surprises happen. Tiny countries beating giants. It's the best time to start watching. Chapter 4. The Knockouts, and the brand new round of 32 Part 2 is where it gets ruthless. It's called the knockout stage, and the rule is brutally simple. You lose, you go home. No second chances. One bad game, and your World Cup is over. And because the tournament got bigger, 2026 has a brand new round that has never existed in World Cup history. The round of 32. This is the very first knockout round, where those 32 surviving teams pair off, and 16 of them get eliminated immediately. If you hear longtime fans confused about this, that's why. It's new for everyone. After that, it's a classic bracket, and the names tell you exactly how many are left. The round of 16, then the quarterfinals, the final 8, then the semifinals, the final 4. Each round, half the teams go home. The 2 teams that lose in the semifinals play a third-place match for the bronze, and the 2 that win, they meet in the final. 1 game, winner takes the whole thing. That final is July 19th at MetLife Stadium, just outside New York City. That is the single biggest sporting moment of the entire year. Mark it down. Chapter 5. When and where to watch. So let's make this practical. Here are the only dates you need. June 11th. It all kicks off, with host nation Mexico playing the opening match. From June 11th through the 27th, it's the group stage. Games all day. Then the knockouts take over. The round of 32 at the end of June. The round of 16 in early July. Quarterfinals around the 9th to 11th. Semifinals on the 14th and 15th. And the grand final on July 19th. Because it's in North America, the games are on at sensible times. No setting a 3 a.m. alarm. Check your local listings for the broadcast. But the point is, this is the most watchable World Cup an American fan has ever had. Chapter 6. Who should you root for? 8:45, 9:45. Last thing, because watching is way more fun when you've picked a side. Easiest option, root for the hosts. The USA, Mexico, and Canada are all in, all playing at home, with the crowd behind them. There's no shame in cheering for your own country in its own World Cup. If you want to back a winner, the defending champions are Argentina. They won the last one in 2022, and they've got some of the best players on the planet. Brazil, France, Spain, and England are always among the favorites too. But honestly, the most fun pick is a dark horse, a smaller nation nobody expects. When they pull off the upset, and someone always does, you'll feel like a genius for calling it. And that's the entire 2026 World Cup. 48 teams, 12 groups, a brutal knockout bracket, and one trophy that the whole planet is going to be watching for on July 19th. You now understand more than most casual fans walking into this thing. So I want to hear it. Drop a comment with the one country you're rooting for. I'm reading every single one, and I want to see who this channel is backing. And if you want to actually understand the games as they happen, stick around. I'm breaking down every big moment of this tournament right here. Subscribe, prompt now.